What's up everyone? Welcome investors. Thank you for checking out the channel. If you care about traditional technical analysis, you're in the right place. So today we had a continuation of bullish price action across the markets. So let's dive in. Let's see if this is the short-term bounce that we've been waiting for. And we'll start off with the S&P today. Alright, so checking out the S&P on the daily time frame today, we did have some continuation of bullish price action after this three-line strike bullish engulfing candle that engulfed 1, 2, 3 prior negative trading days, and then we had follow through on top of it. Volume was a little lower, but still higher than previous negative trading days, so very good trend. Bar over bar, higher highs, higher lows, bullish price action, continuation. If we're looking at the MACD oscillator, we do have positive momentum building, and if we're checking out the RSI, we're still past neutral, approaching the bullish control zone, but something to be cautious of is we were rejected last time at 54.61. Let's see if we can break through on some positive price action tomorrow. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, I did add a supply line here from the previous peak from August 16th, where you had 1 touch, 2 touch, now 3 touches, and breaking out. So, but the only cause for concern is the decreasing volume on bar over bar price action to the upside. But that's okay. We still have on the 4-hour positive momentum building on the MACD. RSI still in the bullish control zone. You have made it past this peak here, and now you're approaching 62. These are positive things when you want to see price action continuation. Let's get into the Nasdaq. On the Nasdaq, if we're looking at the daily, same story here. Bullish divergence continuing to play out, positive momentum building. RSI still just breaking through neutral. Bar over bar, higher high, higher low. You did see again this bullish engulfing candle, 3-line strike, 1, 2, 3 prior trading days engulfed, with some follow-through price action to the upside. The only noticeable difference that I'm seeing here is on the S&P, you are breaking this previous high from the beginning of October. I would like for you to get back above this area like we did on the S&P. Today you did break and get a candle close, confirmed, candle close above that peak from August 4th. So it looks like your Nasdaq is lagging, and you could contribute that to the China tech stocks. They had a nasty day where they got wrecked, but at the end of the day, look what the Nasdaq did. We had a nice sell-off during the middle of intraday trading, and buyers stepped back in, pushed price back up, and still made a higher high than last Friday's high. Incredible developments. You're bullish till you're not. Let's get into the Dow Jones. Wow, gapped up and significant follow through on the same 3-line strike, 1, 2, 3 prior trading days, invalidated by this bullish engulfing candle, breaking the heart line of this downsloping parallel trend. Incredible. Positive momentum continuing to build on the MACD. You are in the bullish control zone on the RSI. You've had follow through. You've jumped the creek and broke the supply line. You're doing all the right things. You are approaching some key support resistance levels. Resistance, support, chopped, resistance, support, resistance. So what happens when we get to 32,047? Let's watch and wait, okay? But this could be an area where profit is being taken. You could come up here and fill the gap. We'll see. The 4-hour. Another positive price action correlation is holding the 200 moving average on the 4-hour now as support. We'll see if we can back test it tomorrow. There is this open gap, so you could see price fill this gap to the downside, but you could also be back testing the heart line from this downsloping channel. But right now, positive. You are coming into a little bit oversold on the RSI 4-hour, but look what you've done prior, right? You've come up to 73, 76, and 79. Right now, you are just under 70, so there is room to run. We'll see what the following price action continuation tomorrow is. Let's look at the Russell. So, not as strong as the others, not as strong as the SPY and the Dow. It looks like the Nasdaq and the Russell are kind of lagging right now. You still haven't broken this B point from your X, your A, B, C, D, C to D wave up, right? Big leg down, small leg up, small leg down, big leg up. That's what's the anticipation. It looks like you are double bottoming. You have broken the supply line. You're back above key inflection point. Let's see if we can get some follow through tomorrow. I do want to see us back above these highs from beginning of October. Let's look at the 4 hour. So I do have this back posted here. We'll see if we can get some follow through to the upside. But this is a potential wave structure. You're still broken out of the supply. You're on the right side of the supply line. You're back above this key inflection level. Positive momentum continuing to build. RSI in the bullish control zone. So hold this, bullish. Break below these lows, bearish. Let's take a look at the dollar. DXY, not so much follow through from this monster bearish engulfing candle, but you did hold support here at these local peaks. Take a look at the 4 hour. Well, negative momentum still building on the daily, but look what you're doing on the RSI. Coming into neutral and bouncing off of neutral back to the upside, but still broken back above the demand line. What does the 4 hour look like? Holding the 200 moving average a little bit below demand line. So let's see if we can see some follow through to the downside, but what you're working on is some hidden bullish divergence. You have one low, your lower low, you have your low, higher low on negative momentum. 4 hours still in the bearish control zone, but however, you are slightly pointed up. So we'll see what kind of follow through we get tomorrow. Let's take a look at gold. So you still haven't invalidated this bullish engulfing candle. You did have some sell-off today, but nothing major. You are potentially double bottoming here. If you consider these the same low, one low, second low, you have one low, slightly higher low, which would be ushering in some hidden bullish divergence, which could run you back up to test this major support resistance area of 1685. Under 1685, you're bearish. Above 1685, cautiously optimistic. Is this a double top? We'll have to see. Sellers failed once, failed twice. First time nobody knows, second time everybody knows. So we'll see if this ushers in a slight relief rally here. Silver, kind of the same story. You look like you're working on potential one top, second top, but you're unable. Sellers have been unable to break this neckline of this potential double top. And what you're ushering in now is some hidden bullish divergence. One low, same low, one low, significant higher momentum of selling pressure on the MACD at the same low, implying sellers are exhausted. They've tried and have failed to push price below this point. You could rally to the top of the range here and sell off, or get back up above, hold it as support, and rally up to the next level. We'll have to see what the next few days bring us. All right, so what does the 4 hour look like? So from this swing low to swing high, we've done an 88% retrace, and now back above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour time frame. This is a value perceived area. Essentially from this previously discernible swing low to swing high, you have sold off 88% and it's 88% on sale. This is a value perceived area where buyers clearly have stepped in, pushed price back above the 4-hour 200 moving average, currently sitting at the 618 retracement from this low to high. Common retraces are from the 618 to the 382, so we'll see if we can get some more positive momentum to the upside. And if you look on your MACD and your RSI, you just have bullish conversions. High, high, higher high, higher high, 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 higher high, higher high. This bullish convergence on the 4-hour. So positive price action if you're bullish on silver. How'd Apple do today? Apple did see some follow through, so I was talking about on Friday, breaking this supply line with this bullish engulfing candle, seeing some follow through. Volume slightly lower than last Friday, but that's all right. Positive momentum still building on the MACD. Positive bullish control zone on the RSI. You do have, however, earnings coming up in a couple days, so this is something you want to be very tactical when you are position trading this. I will be taking profits towards the top of this range. You could possibly even see a back test of the 200 moving average on the daily. But with earnings, anything is possible. Just kind of riding this wave up, just following the trend. Trend is your friend until it's not. So breaking below this trend, you'll want to swing back to bearish. How about the 4-hour? 4-hour, what are you doing? You're approaching a back test of the 200 moving average on the 4-hour, which I do think you'll probably be testing this in the next couple of days, right before earnings. This could be your earnings run up, so we'll have to stay tuned to see. The 10-year, what we were talking about potentially was a possible shooting star on the daily, but then immediately today you had a bullish engulfing candle invalidating whatever this candle would have been, but you are still having one high, higher high, lower high on the MACD. So this is bearish divergence, but we just haven't seen any follow through to the downside yet. And when we're looking at yields, they've just been so bullish. Look at this trend. I mean, this is just a bullish trend. Don't fight the trend. Wait till trend breaks if you want to get bearish on yields. But just at some point you would think you'd have to see some type of pullback like you did here, but just to make a higher low. So in the short term, you can be a little bit bullish. You do have a lot of earnings coming up. Keep it small and be tactful and be mindful of the environment. Remember, this is a macro bear trend. There's no reason to be thinking we have reversed or we're in a bullish trend. But in the short term, can we see a counter trend rally? Yes. Why not? So let's take a look at TLT. On the daily, we thought we had a potential bullish abandoned baby potentially forming. We were gapped down, indecision candle. We were looking for follow through back up to the upside. We didn't get it. We did see more continued selling pressure to the downside with higher volume on the selling pressure. And you have negative momentum continuing to build on the MACD as your RSI continues just to get devastated around 19. I do think that you'll see the bottom of this trend here, 91.22, just historical price action, support resistance area. I mean, you've come all the way down. Every time you've been between these two levels, you've seen straight up, straight down, straight up. Why not straight down again? So let's just be mindful of that and see what the next few days bring us. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, it almost looks like, yeah, you slightly gapped up a little and then had a dark cloud cover on this previous candle and had some follow through to the downside. So I do think you're on your way down here to 91.22 where you potentially have some bids come in. But we'll see. Stay tentative, stay tuned, be tactful in your decision making, keep your position sizes small. All of these bullish conditions can be invalidated like that on any type of new narrative that comes out. So just keep that in mind as you're trading. And until next time, thank you so much, and always let your winners run and respect your stops. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.